Most agents in this industry will grind themselves into the ground this year and never figure out why. They'll post every day, chase every lead, respond to every text within minutes, jump between strategies weekly, and by December, same results or worse. And here's what nobody wants to say out loud. Being busy is not the same as building something. And if you don't learn to tell the difference between reactive hustle and strategic patience, I promise you, you will be having this exact same conversation with yourself this time next year. I'm going to show you exactly where agents go wrong, why the top producers look calm while everyone else is panicking, and the specific framework that separates agents who build something from agents who just stay busy. Stay with me, because the window to figure this out before your competition does, it doesn't stay open forever. If you're a real estate agent who's putting in the work but not seeing the growth, this video is for you. I've been in this business long enough to watch hundreds of agents burn out chasing the wrong things. Today, we change that. Let me tell you about an agent I know out of the GTA. Sharp, motivated, showed up every single day without fail. She was posting on Instagram, running Facebook ads, cold calling expireds, doing open houses every weekend, DMing agents on LinkedIn. She was doing everything. After 6 months of that, 4 deals closed, completely burned out, questioning whether she was even in the right career. When I sat down with her and mapped out her week, here's what we found. She was spending 80% of her time reacting to notifications, to unqualified leads, to shiny new strategies she'd seen someone post about online, to deals that were already dead and she didn't know it yet. She was confusing motion with direction. And here's the thing that scared me most. She had no idea it was happening, because when you're that busy, it feels like you're winning. 4 months later, after she picked one lane, committed to one system, and stopped reacting to everything, she closed more deals than she had in the previous 6 months. That's not luck. That's what happens when you stop reacting and start building. Let me break this down into 4 things you need to understand right now. Real estate is one of the only industries where you can feel completely in it all day long and still be broken 6 months later. Trust me, I know. You know why? Because most agents are wired to respond, not to lead. New lead comes in, you jump. Client texts, you drop everything. A deal gets shaky, panic mode. Another agent posts something online, now you feel behind. Over and over again, every single day. And here's the dangerous part. It feels productive. It feels like you're in it. But what you're doing is handing the controls of your business to everyone except yourself. Your calendar, your energy, your focus, all of it controlled by whoever needs something from you in that moment. That's not a business, that's a reaction machine. And I'll tell you something, most coaches won't. The agents who recognize this early have a window right now, a real competitive advantage, because most of the market is still stuck in chaos mode. When I say patience, I'm not talking about sitting back and hoping deals land in your lap. That's not patience, that's avoidance. And avoidance kills careers. Strategic patience is intentional restraint. It's knowing what matters, what doesn't, and what just needs time to compound. It changes the questions you ask. Most agents ask, how do I get a deal this month? Strategic agents ask, what am I building right now that will still be paying me 6 months from now? That one shift from month to month survival to thinking to quarter over quarter building changes every decision you make. Your lead source, your content, your follow-up system, all of it. Here's what's wild. The best results in this business don't show up right away. They show up after consistency, after repetition, after trust is built over time. Stay in one lane long enough and your name starts coming up in conversations you're not even a part of. That's compounding positioning. You can't buy it. You must earn it. Let me call this out clearly so you can see yourself in it. Reactive hustle is jumping between lead sources every 2 to 3 weeks, posting random content with no real positioning, chasing every lead regardless of fit or quality, switching strategies after 30 days because it isn't working yet, living deal to deal with zero pipeline visibility. Sound familiar? Because this is where most agents live. You might have a strong month, then a slow one, then panic, then back into the hustle mode. That cycle is exhausting. And worse, it never compounds. Every month you're starting back at zero. Now flip it. Strategic patience looks like committing to a niche and staying in it, building one system and letting it mature, following up consistently even when you don't see results immediately, creating content that positions you long term, not just for today's algorithm, measuring progress over quarters, not days. It's quieter, less flashy, way more powerful. Here's the part that most agents miss. Most agents don't fail because their strategy doesn't work. They fail because they don't stay with it long enough to see it work. They run ads for 3 weeks and stop. They start content for 2 weeks and disappear. I'm guilty too. Follow up for a month and give up. Then say it didn't work. No. You didn't work it long enough. That's a huge difference. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not telling you to slow down. You still need urgency and still need to execute every single day. You still need to act, real, consistent action, but it must be aligned with a bigger plan. Here's the framework I want you to walk away with today. If you only have urgency, you burn out inside of 18 months. I've watched it happen over and over. If you only have patience, you stall and go broke, waiting for things to happen. But when you combine both daily execution inside a long-term strategy, that's where real growth lives. Stop asking, what do I need to do today to survive? Start asking, what am I building this quarter that makes next quarter easier? That shift alone changes everything. Your decisions become more intentional, less emotional, less reactive. You stop chasing everything and start building the few things that matter. The agents who win, they stay steady. When everyone else breaks, they trust the process. They understand something most don't. Consistency beats intensity over time, every single time. Here's what I want you to think about after this video. Am I actually building something or am I staying busy? Because those two paths can look identical in the short term. Same early mornings, same grind, same post going up. But 1 year from now, 2 years, they lead to completely different places. One leads to predictability, leverage, and long-term income. The other leads to stress, inconsistency, and constant chasing. This business rewards people who can stay focused longer than everyone else. Not the loudest, not the busiest, not the most reactive. The most consistent, the most intentional, the most patient. The agents who build slowly and deliberately, they end up moving faster than everyone else. And the agents who figure that out now, before the market gets even more competitive, those are the ones who are going to look untouchable in 24 months. I promise. Here's what I need you to do right now. First, hit the subscribe. I put out content every week, specifically for agents who are serious about building a real estate business, not just staying busy. If you want to stay in that conversation, that button's right there. Takes 2 seconds, click it. Second, I've got a video that focuses on mentorship versus information coming up. Watch out for that one, as it's going to be jam-packed with immense value for your real estate development. Third, I am here on my channel. You can find a Calendly booking link to schedule a complimentary 30-minute call to dive into your real estate business and really find out what's working or what's holding you back. Go get after it. I'll see you next week in the next one. Thanks for your time. I really appreciate you, and I hope you got a lot from this video.